Whether you call him Kris Kringle, Father Christmas, Old St. Nick, Santa Claus is coming to town, and many like to dress up and play the part at shopping malls, maybe holiday parties, but one New York man took it a step further. He didn't only don the costume. His name used to be Frank Pescuzzi. He's a Long Island father of 4, and he legally changed his name to Santa Claus in 2012. It's his everyday life with a driver's license, credit cards to match. He said it was a natural progression since he held the job at a retail store in New York City for decades. Everyone already knew him as Santa Claus anyway. So, legally speaking, Santa Claus, welcome to National Report. How are you doing today?
I'm doing well. Good morning. How are you, Sean?
I'm doing well. It's so great to talk to you. I heard you were coming on the show, probably one of the most interesting Christmas segments that we've had in quite some time, or that I've seen. Tell us about this for those that are watching. What inspired you to change your name? Because you actually had to go to the state Supreme Court to do this. You had to pass a background check. It wasn't easy. Talk to us about that.
Well, it was easier than you think. I mean, I had to go to court. They had me fill out a bunch of papers. I sat in the back of the courtroom for about 3 hours while they investigated me. They investigated Santa Claus. They investigated Frank. And they wanted to make sure that I wasn't trying to hide from anybody. I don't think this face is hiding from anybody, but, that's what they wanted to do. And, after about 3 hours, the judge came out and she looked into the crowd of all of these people and said, Santa? And I stood up and everybody looked and she hugged me and said, you're now legally known as Santa Claus.
Now, I've got to ask you about this because I have so many questions. But you go to the airport, you see Santa Claus on your itinerary. You obviously, if you get ID'd anywhere for anything, it's got to say Santa Claus. What kind of reaction do you get when you go around town? Not at Christmas time, by the way.
And any time of year, it doesn't matter. I still look this way.
Yeah.
And sometimes I'll buy stuff with my credit card and they'll be like, well, this is a fake credit card. And no, run it. And, they run it and it goes through and they're like, really?
That's amazing.
So it's a lot of fun, I got to tell you.
Yeah, it really has to catch people off guard. Everyone going through their normal routine. I picture you paying out. Maybe you're picking up something from the grocery, and Santa Claus legit comes up with his Santa Claus credit card and pays. But you do charitable work, too, as well. And you work with children's hospitals. Do you work with the New York Yankees, to name a few? Can you talk about the charitable work you do?
Christmas, to me, is giving back. And it's not just a one-day holiday. We all need to help each other. We all need to give to the poor. We need to feed the poor. We need to bring love to each other. This constant arguing, nobody getting along. I don't hate social media, but it brings out the worst in people. It also brings out the best in people. I am able to reach so many people. Just doing charity work is what I need to do as a person. I might be immortal, but to help each other is why we're here.
Yeah. I also noticed another way you help, too, is to marry people. If maybe viewers didn't catch it on the screen, you're an ordained minister. And there are some photos of Santa Claus marrying folks. Do you actually get requests from people to marry them?
Yes, I do. It's quite an honor. And as you know, that St. Nicholas was a judge, and he was able to marry people. So I thought it was just natural for me to also become an ordained minister. Mm-hmm. And I help people enter the holy matrimony state. And they all take it seriously. Yes, I do joke around a little bit, and I make the whole event fun, but it is a very serious thing that people are entering into. Yeah. And I'm honored to be part of that.
It's so cool that we get to see the pictures of that too. Okay, I got two more questions for you. One, does your wife call you Love the Cup? That's from the Santa Claus. That looks like a prop from the Santa Claus movie. One, does your wife call you Santa?
Absolutely not. I'm lucky that she calls me honey.
Well,
you have to remember, I might be the most loved person on the planet, but when I come home, I'm her husband.
yes. And she calls you Frank. I was wondering if she went by Mrs. Claus at home at any point. I've got to ask you too. Does Santa Claus have a favorite Christmas movie?
All of the animated ones are amazing. I love the Rudolph movies, the Santa's Coming to Town movies, but I would probably say It's a Wonderful Life is probably my favorite.
Yeah. That's a big one, right up there. What a great choice there. We'll leave it there. Santa Claus, it is so great to meet you. Merry Christmas to you, and thank you for all the good work you do for all those in need.
You're very welcome, Sean. It was a pleasure. Thank you.
Great to meet you.
Merry Christmas, everyone.
No crooked establishment.
None of that twisting the
truth.
No talking down to me.
Don't tell me how to think.
Don't tell me how to think.
Don't tell me how to think.
I trust Newsmax.
Newsmax.
They don't tell me how to think.
They let
me decide.
Newsmax.
Real news
For real people.